A dollar bond on his related traffic.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, sir. You were arrested for possession with intent to sell cocaine, possession of cocaine, and possession of marijuana. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Says 12 baggies of cocaine, 5 baggies of marijuana. So they charged him for the quantity, based on the quantity, they believe it's intent to sell. I think they are correct, even though it's a traffic stop. Is that a traffic stop? Yeah. Count one. Let me see something.
Want to split 1 and 2?
Yep. Count one is $5,000. Count two is $2,500. Count three, you want an ROR?
Yes, please.
All right. Count three is an ROR. Have a nice day, sir. Next, Andrew Fordham. Mr. Fordham's here on page 9. Okay, Mr. Fordham here, coming on in.
He's coming, Judge.
I don't know what the
Judge,
state
these charges
wants.
amaze me that these charges end up on arrest forms when there's absolutely no basis for it.
Really? So
It's a
good morning.
residue case and they're charging you with possession with intent.
Oh,
He's
And
that
they
agree.
way.
went
it's
between
possession.
100 to 750 and it's 2 bags of ice with a value of $6.
Good morning, Mr. Fordham. You were arrested for possession with intent to sell cocaine, but it should be possession. Also, petty theft, as it should be a second-degree misdemeanor, and possession of drug paraphernalia. So I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Sir, you are ordered to stay away from the 7-Eleven store at 1350 North Chrome Avenue in Florida City, Florida. You
Yes,
are not
ma'am.
allowed to go to that store and you must stay away from there. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Judge, here's the issue is that he's got so many priors.
He's stealing ice. Usually they steal beer. He says he's mad at the cashier, so he steals 2 bags of ice. I guess it was hot out yesterday. Okay, Mr. Fordham, you're here all the time. Were you in the military?
Yes, ma'am.
What happened? You can't go to the VA to get some help and stop stealing? They'll give you housing too. How long were you in the military for?
3.5 years. I went AWOL, so I don't get my
So he doesn't
financial
get the-
benefits.
Yeah, if he was
I'm
just
sorry. All right, don't stop. Can you try a little better, please? Stop trying to steal and come back here all the
Yes, ma'am.
time.
and if he goes back to that 7-Eleven, they're gonna call the police.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Yeah, there's so many other stores you can go to. You don't have to go to that 7-Eleven. Tap alternate bond, count one, possession of cocaine is $1,000. Count two, petty theft will be $150, and count three, possession of drug paraphernalia is $500. You have to go to court for your arraignment on August 29th at 9 a.m. Courtroom 25. Have a nice day, sir. Next we have is Joshua
Bond
Gelpser.
out. Bond out. Mr. Jackson, you made him come over.
Then we have Raul Martinez.
Judge, you passed Mr. Jackson.
Oh, I'm
Albert.
so sorry. Albert Jackson is next on page 10. Good morning, sir. You were
Good morning.
arrested for possession of cocaine and possession of drug paraphernalia. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There's probable cause for the charge.
So I
Tap,
know
I
he's got that
guess.
open misdemeanor, but up to you, Judge.
What?
Got an open misdemeanor, but up to you.
It's a
I would ask
consensual
staff.
encounter as well. Tap alternate bond, $1,000 count one. And $500 count two. Actually, it shouldn't be more than that. He had more than one. Tap alternate bond, sorry, it's gonna be 1,500 count one and $500 count two. You have to go to court for your arraignment on August 29th at 9 a.m. It's courtroom 27, Judge Rodriguez. Have a good day, sir. Raul Martinez, page 10. I don't know if he needs an interpreter.
Spanish interpreter, please.
Good morning, sir. You were arrested for possession with intent to sell marijuana and possession of cannabis within 1,000 feet of a church or convenience store.
Buenos días, señor. Se le imputa tenencia con intención de vender marihuana y tenencia de cannabis a 1,000 pies de una iglesia o de una tienda.
I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Voy a nombrar al abogado de oficio para que lo represente.
So it's within 1,000 feet of the King Market. However, it doesn't say it's open 24 hours.
Estaba a 1,000 pies, dentro de 1,000 pies del el mercado King, pero no dice que estuviera abierto.
I believe there's probable cause for the charges.
Creo que hay motivos fundados para los cargos.
So Stage, you have an objection to tap or pretrial? I don't know. He's
What
selling
is-
marijuana.
Up to you,
Yeah.
Judge. He's got an address, right, Miss Corey?
I would ask, yeah, he has an address. I would ask if
Preach-
you would consider
Fine.
pretrial.
That's fine. Need a signal 200? It must be a different one. I only show, sir, how long have you lived in Florida
Señor,
for?
¿cuánto tiempo ha vivido en Florida?
¿Por cuánto tiempo está aquí en Florida? ¿Por cuánto tiempo está aquí en
He's
Florida?
been here since the 90s, 89, 80s.
Lo tengo cerrado.
Un momento.
He doesn't qualify for pretrial. Tap alternate bonds. Count one will be $1,500 and count two, possession of cannabis will be $500.
Le ponen el programa TAP con una fianza alternativa por el cargo número 1 de $1,500, el cargo número 2 de $500.
All right, have a nice day.
Que tenga buen día.
He has an address.
Tiene dirección, tiene domicilio.
Next is Richard Hernandez Ray.
We'll need the Spanish interpreter, please.
Good morning, sir. You were arrested for purchase of cannabis and resisting an officer with violence.
Señor, fue arrestado por tenencia de cannabis y por resistirse a un agente de la policía con violencia.
So there is probable cause for the charges.
¿Hay motivos fundados para los cargos?
What do you want? He doesn't qualify because of the resisting. He
Right.
pushed the officer. I'll set a bond. Count one, the purchase of cannabis is $1,000. Count two, resisting an officer with violence will be $1,500.
El cargo número 1, que es comprar cannabis, son $1,000 de fianza. Y el cargo número 2, resistirse a un policía con violencia, son $1,500 de fianza.
Have a good day, sir.
Que tenga buen día.
Next is Desmond Ward. Page 10. Good morning, Mr. Ward. You were arrested for possession with intent to sell cocaine within 1,000 feet of a church or convenience store, possession with intent to sell cocaine, possession of cocaine within 1,000 feet of a church or convenience store, and possession of cocaine, and possession of drug paraphernalia. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Little overcharged. So there's nothing here indicating the store is opened. It says it's a convenience store, but it doesn't state the hours, so. You are ordered to stay away from the North Side Supermarket at 7990 Northwest 32nd Avenue in Miami, Florida. You are not allowed to go to that store and you must stay away from there. So, let's see. So count one, no probable cause, release outright. Count two, there is probable cause for possession with intent to sell cocaine. That's going to be $5,000. Count three. You want an ROR on that one?
Yes,
It's the enhancement, ROR count three. Count four is possession of cocaine, $2,500. Count five, possession of drug paraphernalia. 1 second, I know, I thought I saw it, but let me read it again. Yeah, the pipe. All right, count five. Just looking at his priors. Count five will be $1. Have a good day, sir. Next, we have Gary Wilborn, page 11. Good morning, sir. You were arrested for possession of cocaine. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There is probable cause for the charge. You have a place to stay, sir?
Yeah.
Please. Good morning, Mr. Gonzalez. Sir, you were arrested for burglary to an unoccupied conveyance and battery. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So the victim found him breaking into his truck. He grabbed him. Oh, I'm sorry, the defendant became startled and grabbed him. And there was a struggle. He got into the victim's car. Defendant entered his vehicle and tried to flee, so. They did an inventory of the vehicle and they found the same tailgate as the victim's truck. He forcefully opened the victim's truck and intentionally touched the victim, so. Is that a burglary with an assault or battery state?
It could be because,
the victim was not inside at the time.
but let me look at the definite. Potentially, Judge, but right now, if you want to find PC as is, but maybe have.
All right, sir, you are ordered to stay away from thanks, George. Carrios Akanda Jr., no contact with the victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties, and no contact with the victims through social media or other electronic means. You must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim's home, school, and place of employment at all times. So count one, the burglary to the unoccupied conveyance. You want me to wait a second?
No, Judge, just if you want to go to ad house.
I don't think, I'll just set the bond at 5,000. He doesn't have a lot of priors. $5,000, count one, I'm sorry, burglary to the conveyance. I'm gonna set that at, it should be $2,500, count one, and count two. I'm setting that at, $1,500. Your total bond is $4,000, sir. Stay away from the victim. some here. Next case, we have Alexander Rano Gill. Page 11.
INS hold.
Thank you. Good morning, sir. Do you speak English?
Spanish, please.
Sir, you were arrested for possession of cocaine and drinking consuming an alcoholic beverage within 100 feet of a store.
Buenos días, señor. Fue arrestado por tenencia de cocaína y por beber a 100 pies de una tienda.
I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Voy a nombrar al abogado de oficio para que lo represente.
There is probable cause for the charges.
Hallo que hay motivos fundados para los cargos.
So, sir, I'm setting a bond. Count 1, possession of a controlled substance for the cocaine is $2,500, and count 2, drinking within 100 feet of a store is $1.
Okay. El cargo número 1 de tenencia de una sustancia regulada son $2,500 de fianza, y en el cargo número 2 $1 de fianza.
Do you have an immigration hold, sir?
Tiene una retención de migración, señor.
Have anything else, Ms. F? I'm sorry.
The only thing is, I didn't know if the alcohol was for you or the county judge, but it doesn't matter. $1's good.
Okay. No, that was before me.
Okay.
Okay, $1 for that. Have a nice day, sir.
Que tenga buen día, señor.
Next case is Johnny Montiel Perez, page 12. Good morning, Mr. Montiel Perez. Do you speak English? Good morning, sir. Do you speak English?
Spanish, Spanish.
Sir, you were arrested for possession of cocaine and possession of drug paraphernalia.
Señor, ha sido arrestado por tenencia de cocaína y de materiales para drogas.
I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Voy a nombrar al abogado de oficio para que lo represente.
There is probable cause for the charges.
Hallo que hay motivos fundados para los cargos.
Sir, how long have you lived here in Miami?
Señor, ¿cuánto tiempo lleva viviendo en Miami?
21 años.
21 years.
You
All
already
right.
have the ICE hold.
Okay, I'm setting a bond. It's going to be $1,000 count 1 and $500 count 2.
Okay. Se ha dicho que tiene una retención de inmigración y la fianza que se pone por el cargo número 1 son $1,000 y por el cargo número 2 $500.
Have a nice day.
Que tenga buen día.
Your Honor, they're saying that the interpreter for the moms is on there.
Mom, okay.
If there's an interpreter here, can you please raise your hand on Zoom so we can see you? I don't see anyone, corrections.
I mean, that's what they told us when we.
Who is the interpreter for the Kitchi interpreter here?
For number 7 Gonzalez.
Keche interpreter? Can you raise your hand, please, on the Zoom chat room? I don't see anybody jumping up. All right, so let me just keep going. Rafael Gonzalez Pastor. Oh, that's the one I passed. Sorry. For the interpreter. Larry Diaz is next. Good morning, Mr. Diaz. Sir, you were arrested for burglary with an assault or battery and strong arm robbery. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. All right, so let me review. Okay, there's probable cause for burglary with an assault or battery and strong arm robbery. So, sir, you are ordered to stay away from the alleged victim, the juvenile, whose initials are RG. No contact with the victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim. I don't know, do you live within 500 feet of her? Her home? I know they're in the same housing development. Does he live within 500 feet? Does he know?
He lives in the back of the subdivision and she lives in the front, but he doesn't know the actual footage.
Footage? All right, so I'm gonna say stay at least. Well, he's gonna have the order anyways for pretrial detention. They can readdress that in division, I guess. You're ordered to stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, her home, and school, and any place of employment at all times, sir. And stay away from her residence at 5552 Northwest 200th Street, number 150 in Miami, Florida. Do you understand the stay away order, sir? Do you understand the stay away order I just read? These are serious charges. I'm granting the state's motion for pretrial detention
I
pending
see
final
no
hearing.
priors for Mr. Diaz. He
The
is a
burglary.
college student. Would your honor consider house arrest?
Nope, he's gonna see a judge tomorrow. I'll see Judge Susan. She can decide on it. He attacked the victim inside her home. And he's an adult now, and he's gonna have to deal with these charges. State what's your position.
The state filed the motion requesting the defendant be held pending.
It's no bond. On count one is no bond, and count two, strong arm robbery. I'll set that at $5,000. You'll see a judge tomorrow. That judge can readdress his custody status. Good day, sir. This is a crime punishable by life in prison, a burglary with an assault or battery. Next, we have Jesse Gomez Savon, page 12.
Judge, that's reset medical.
Yeah, he had a medical emergency.
Okay,
He also has a hold for immigration.
I'll find probable cause for the charges and reset medical. I'll appoint the public defender's office for him.
Thank you.
All right, next is Kenny Rose Sands.
We can pass him. He just went to DV court.
Thank you. And then next is
Ronnie.
page 13, Ronnie Roque.
Added charges. I think this was the Land Rover from yesterday.
Another one in the Land Rover? Okay.
This time they found more stuff, I think. More stolen.
Oh, okay. Had a bondsman here yesterday, I thought.
Your Honor, this one you gave him house arrest, alternate bond.
Okay, hi, Mr. Roque. You were arrested for dealing in stolen property and burglary to an unoccupied conveyance. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So I guess he stole property and he had it in a stolen Land Rover, Range Rover. You want me to do the same thing? You come in with anything else, I'm not gonna be so nice.
Judge,
What
I
if-
asked you to find no probable cause for count one. There's nothing indicating any dealing in it, just that they were in possession.
It should be theft.
Or maybe there's an assumption that they're stealing it to sell it, but it doesn't lay it out.
He had a lot of stuff. They mentioned tons of key fobs and stuff, if I remember. I'll find probable cause for count 1 and 2. House arrest with a GPS monitor, alternate bond, count 1 is 70, count 1 will be $2,500 and count 2, $2,500. And it's going to be level 3 house arrest with a curfew from, does he work or no?
Yes, ma'am.
What hours do you work, sir?
Mondays and Tuesdays I work from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m.
I think you did midnight.
That's the one. Okay,
Yeah.
12 p.m. to, I just didn't remember which defendant it was. 12 p.m. to 6
12
a.m.
a.m.
curfew.
12
12
a.m.
a.m.
midnight.
Thank you. 12 midnight. 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. is the curfew. Have a good day, sir. Next is Alberto Davila, page 13. He's out on bond hold for F-25 15320. Good morning, Mr. Davila. You were arrested for possession of forged or counterfeit notes, unlawful possession of 5 or more identifications, and loitering or prowling. You're out on felony bond. There's a hold for you to see your judge tomorrow for case F-25 15320. And I will appoint the public defender's office for.
All right, let's talk about that. This hearing with Judge Mindy S Glazer had a bit of everything: residue charges, petty theft device, court translators on standby, and a colorful cast of repeat visitors. Judge Glazer, as always, ran the show, with a steady hand and just the right balance of firmness and dry humor. She handled a long docket with a combination of patience and efficiency, even when the facts were, let's say, less than inspiring. Take Andrew Fordham, for example. The man was charged with possession and petty theft after allegedly stealing 2 bags of ice, claiming he was mad at the cashier. Now, Judge Glazer could have rolled her eyes and moved on, but instead, she paused. To have a real conversation, she asked him about his time in the military and even nudged him toward getting help with the VA. Showing the kind of humanity that reminds us this bench isn't just about processing people, sometimes it's about redirecting them. Fordham admitted to going AWOL, which complicated his access to benefits, but Judge Glazer didn't berate him. She pushed him, gently but clearly, to stop the cycle. The courtroom had its share of overcharges, too. At one point, Judge Glazer flagged a case where 2 bags of ice, this time the other kind, were being charged as possession with intent to sell, despite only being worth $6. She didn't let it slide. That's classic Glazer calling it like she sees it, but keeping things respectful. We also saw some courtroom regulars like Albert Jackson and Desmond Ward facing multiple counts. And while the charges varied, Judge Glazer stayed consistent. She issued bonds thoughtfully, considered priors without making a spectacle, and reminded several defendants firmly to stay away from specific stores. And I have to say, the way she slipped in little side comments like, usually they steal beer when discussing ice theft, that's her style, keeping it human, not hostile. There was a lot of translation work throughout, especially for defendants with Spanish as their primary language, and it was handled smoothly. Nothing flashy, just solid courtroom mechanics, making sure everyone understood what was going on. The atmosphere stayed mostly calm, though a few moments had that what in the world quality that seasoned court watchers will recognize. But nothing got out of hand, and Judge Glazer didn't miss a beat. She set reasonable bonds appointed. Public defenders were needed, and even took a moment to gently push someone toward house arrest rather than pretrial detention. Bottom line, Judge Glazer ran a tight but compassionate courtroom. She showed empathy without being a pushover, made sure due process was followed, and importantly, treated everyone, whether they were there for a $1 bond or something more serious, with dignity. If you found this hearing insightful, consider subscribing, hitting the bell, and letting me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read everyone.